Hello everyone, I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. During the first week of October, horsemen and women from around the globe gather in Kentucky for the Lexington Experience. Not only does that include incredible Grand Circuit racing at the Red Mile, but also right down the road at Fasig-Tipton, we've got the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. And that's where we're heading right now for day 5.
Brian Brose or Ordain, they battled out of the finish. Brian Brose or Ordain, Brian Brose.
Yes, it's time to get into some highlights from the final session of this 2023 auction, which has a lot of focus on stallions from the Midwest. But before the yearlings traveled into the arena, I traveled over to Diamond Creek's consignment to talk with owner Adam Bowden. Adam, earlier today I was at Champions and Champagne at your farm, and now I'm here at a beach party. We're at the sale. So from the harness racing community, thank you for throwing a great party.
Absolutely. I mean, we want to get everybody drunk before they got a bid tonight.
Yeah, oh my God. See,
we start early and we end late.
That's why you make the big bucks, because you've got those kind of ideas.
Spend the big bucks, Heather.
Now, this is technically a down by the seaside party. Is that what we're calling it? Talk about that.
No, a handful of years ago, they started putting all the down by the seasides on this day 5 regional day, and so we kind of embraced that and decided that we wanted to celebrate the horses and then kind of bring the people here. And we have a bunch tonight. I think we got 15 seasides tonight, and there's maybe 30 in the whole sale, but it's really a celebration of the stallion and kind of putting him in the forefront.
Okay, so I know that down by the seaside is pretty much the star this evening, like as a stallion, I would say. But there is a horse, though, and I do want to mention, I did come for the tacos, absolutely. But I also came for this 926 Extra Suds. This yearling has been a star on social media. Every time I pull a platform up, there is his picture. So let's talk about Extra Suds a bit.
Yeah, so born at Sugar Valley Farm, and Joe sent the picture when he was born. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is that? What am I going to do with that? But no, Caroline's posted him, shortly after video day, and immediately the phone calls came in. Can we buy him? Can we buy him? And he's been very popular, and that's good. I mean, he's quite the showpiece.
Yes, he is very flashy. We love those flashy horses. Well, I know a lot of women do. I've seen a lot of posts where it's like, I told my husband to buy this horse for me. So
we'll see if it translates into sale dollars, but so far so good.
Okay, now how about the sales so far? So we're into day 5. What's day 1 through 4 been for you? Very productive, successful?
Yeah, we're moving everything and getting them in the right hands. I think that's just as important as the sale price, is making sure the right people end up with them and they give them a chance next year. And, we're very happy with what we have and have sold.
Now, this party's been a tradition. And also I heard another tradition, which I just found out today. I don't know how this news slipped by me all these years, but you actually take on this final day one of the horses that you've consigned and you walk them into the ring, right? Tell me, from the barn to what's that journey?
No, I think a couple, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, it was kind of, people were teasing me, you should walk one down. I was like, all right, I'll walk the last one down, and it's kind of been that way the rest of the way. And so I walk one down and the whole crew goes, and I'm sure they get all kinds of snazzy pictures of me doing that.
Well, we want to see that. I'm very excited about this, and I get excited, I know, about a lot of stuff, but this definitely I'm looking forward to. So have a great night, and thanks for being on again.
Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it.
So did hip number 926 Extra Suds bring in some extra cash thanks to his unique look? Well, the son of Lather Up fetched $45,000 and was signed by Virgil Morgan Jr. for Henry Smith. Putting the first 6-digit price up on the board was hip number 890, Highway Boy. The son of Down by the Seaside, consigned by All American Harness Breds, was bought for $150,000 by Country Club Acres. And we caught up with owner James Koehler after the purchase. So James, who is Country Club Acres?
Okay, well, Country Club Acres is my father, who started the company in the 50s. And he started racing in 1962.
So you came up under him. So this has been a part of your life since you were a baby.
Yeah, actually, we used to own Hickory Lane Horse Farm.
Okay.
in Findlay, Ohio, and so I grew up going to Wolverine, going to Raceway, Scioto, all across the country. It's been a part of my life.
And tonight is such an exciting night for you because, of course, you bought Down by the Seaside as a yearling and you raced him, and like now he's like such a prominent daddy. How proud are you?
It's what you hope for. It's what you wish for. It's the epitome of the sport, and I couldn't be happier than what's happened with Down by the Seaside. And I thought he was the best looking yearling I've ever seen ever.
And we also have to talk about Won the West, because Won the West, you owned him too.
Well, my father did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we have to say, so this is James, but his dad is Jim, right? Is that how we say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dad don't get me wrong. Dad owns Seaside too, but Dad was responsible for Won the West, and I was more responsible for Down by the Seaside.
But Won the West, he's living here in Kentucky at the horse park.
Yes.
So do you go visit him?
I do. I sneak around the back. Don't tell anybody, but and visit him. And I take old trophies and I take blankets that I find for him and give them to the stable guys there. And it's a great show. Anybody, I encourage you to go out to the Kentucky Horse Park. It's a lot of fun, and he was a great horse.
Yeah. They do a spectacular show there, so that's a really awesome plug. All right, now let's get to the yearling. We just talked about your retired horses, right? Let's get to the yearling. Highway Boy, which I have to say, All-American Rob Tribbett loved this horse, and we talked about him actually yesterday on our highlights.
This is the first year in a long time I haven't been able to come to the sale, and my bookkeeper is out sick, so I've been pulling double duty, so I had to stay home, and I worked double shifts all week to get down here because I only wanted to buy one horse, and this is the horse I wanted to buy.
Oh my! So you came for Highway Boy?
Yes, I came to buy this horse, and I was going to buy him no matter what.
Whoa! So he went for 150. So you would have paid more.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. So no more buying tonight. You're done. You're just selling Down by the Seaside.
We have the last horse in the sale that we're selling, and my father wants me to bring him home. So unless he sells for a lot of money, so somebody, buy. But so I may be bringing home too.
Thank you so much for being on today's show.
Oh, thank you.
And as promised earlier in our Adam Bowden interview, the owner of Diamond Creek Farm took over the showing responsibilities and led hip number 973, a trotter named Blast, to the arena. It was late in the sale and definitely worth the wait. Dave, on day 1, 2, and 3, we were really hot. Day 4, we cooled down a little bit. So how was day 5?
Day 5 was solid. It was almost right on par with last year's average, and it ended an unbelievable week of sales. It was a long week, but it was a good week, and we ended up beating last year's record gross, and which was quite an accomplishment. We had more horses, and the average was down a smidgen overall for the overall sale, but the gross was nearly $68 million, and it's just it's a credit to the breeders. We talked about that all week long, and you can't give enough credit to them and the consigners and the buyers who are here working all week. It's a long week. It's a great week. I mean, people come down here, they like the racing, and we had great weather, looking at the horses all week. But at the end of the day, over 900 were sold, and I just wish everyone the best of luck for the purchaser's point of view, and I really want to congratulate the consigners and all our customers, because it's just been a fabulous week, and we look forward to next year, obviously. But we're gonna soak this one in for a little bit.
Yeah, you were talking about it. It is a long week. It's a fun week, but it is a long week. And I know, in fact, I'm actually starting to lose my voice a little bit. And I run around this place, and people are like, "Slow down! Where are you going? Gosh, you're on your feet all the time." No, I don't hold a candle to you. You can outrun me. I watched you tonight. It is amazing. It's like there are 20 Dave Reids. I don't know, like you're cloning yourself.
No, there's only one Dave Reid, but the that's part of the dual responsibility, and our sales team. I don't want to forget them. The office staff does a great job. Bruce came on this year and picked it up. Randy's still a consultant or whatever, but it's a team effort. And when you're running an auction like this, you just want to make sure everything goes smooth. Whether it's the underbidders or the people, the purchasers, and you want auctioneers, you have audio, video. I mean, you have, Phasey Tipton themselves do a great job. I want to give them credit for running the overall operations of the plant and the leaders. And so there's a lot of moving parts that people maybe not pay attention to. But, it's a beautiful facility. We have, professional staff from top to bottom. And on behalf of the sales company's management, I want to thank all of our employees and all our staff. And it was just really a great week. And, the sales season is, just half over. You have Harrisburg coming up. And, at the conclusion of that, everyone will look at the numbers and analyze it 7 different ways to Sunday. But at the end of the year, it's going to be a lot of money spent and gross, and goes back to the purses and the driving force of that, and the jurisdictions. And Seasides, they ruled the roost here tonight. And for the week, the Trotters still they hung on there to be the top. I think the top 4 sire averages were all Trotters, and led by Jim Panzee, which was first crop sire. So. A lot of dynamics. We talked about it a lot. You probably were sick of me talking about it, but the diversity, the first crop sires, the pacing sires, they were exciting, and I think it was just a combination of a great week.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me this week.
No worries. It's good, and thanks for your coverage, and really, once again, thanks to everybody involved. And it's a great industry, and there's a reason why they call it the Lexington Experience, and the sales are part of it, and it can be a great weekend of racing, and it's just a great time of the year, and it's a great week of the year for sure.
Well, that's a wrap for the 2023 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. I had a great time this week. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, we have a free newsletter at harnessracingupdate.com. I'm Heather Vitale for HRU.